Next concept is the interpolation technique in the computer graphics. So basically, in this section, we have to see the limitations of the true curve generation approach. Means we have to practice to deal with some complex curve, which not directly mathematical function is available. So we can need a approximation parameter or the blending function to draw the curve. If we have to set the sample point which lie on the required curve, then we have to draw the required curve by filling the portion of the curve with the pieces of the simple points, or the we can fill that gap with the help of simple line segment to draw the curve. So basically the gap between the sample points can be filled by finding the coordinates of the point along with the approximating curve point. So with the help of this we can create a particular curve. So for that reason, we can study the interpolation technique. So basically in the computer graphics, the interpolation is the creation of the new value that lie between the known value. Means we know about the two sample value. जर आपल्याला दोन sample value माहिती आहे, तर त्याच्या मधली आपण काय करणार आहे, एक value, एक new value point find out करणार आहे. This technique is simply considered as a interpolation technique. So another example is when a video image which having the low resolution is upscaled to display on the motherboard or the particular monitor screen with the high resolution. That means we can create the missing line and created by the interpolation. Means whenever we improve that particular video and we can find the in between the two sample point or in between the point and display that particular thing on the screen. So the interpolation is the process of eliminating the unknown value that fall between the known value. For example, this is the figure shows the straight line which passes through the two sample point which is known. For example, 9 and 10. And the unknown value is displayed with the help of red color. So the unknown value of that cell which is based on the value of the sample point as well as the cell relative distance from the sample point. So we can find the new point which is in between the two sample point. This is called as a interpolation technique. So how to use that particular interpolation technique? So when we use the interpolation can produce the certain point, or we can find the contents that give the data points maybe lie in between the sample points and we can represent the curve. So this point is considered with the help of some function or the parametric function we can study here. So the main task of the process is to find the particular suitable mathematical expression for the known curve with the help of polynomial or trigonometrical or exponential parameter. So here we have to use the polynomial functions in which the parametric equation we can represent. For example, x is equal to fx of u, y is equal to fy of u, and z is equal to fz of u. So basically this is your known curve. There is a n number of sample point, okay, which is known to us. So this is your sample point of that curve. For example, this is your sample point. Next one, fit the region with the known curve. Okay, for example, we having some sample points, so we can fit that region with the help of the known curve. So calculate more points to connect that sample point. So we get calculation for more points from the known point. For example, if we having that point, we can find the point between the two sample points. For example, this is your approximating points. So we can find or we can calculate the in between or new point in between or the point which is lie in between the two sample point. And after that we can actually draw the curve here. So we can realize or we can release the particular curve from the above equations, that the difference between the 2 and 3 dimensions is just a addition of the third equation, for example the z parameter. If we consider two dimensional parameter, we only consider x and y. If we consider the 3D object, then we can simply add the new parameter which is called as a z here. So the parametric form treat all the three dimensional equally. So we allow a multiple values and several value of the y, z for the given x. So due to this multiple value, curve can be a crosses that particular means curve self cross the particular एज मीन्स आता आपण जो पण कर्व ड्रॉ करणार आहे तर याच्यामुळे काय पॉसिबल कंडिशन आहे की हा कर्व काय करतो, स्वतःलाच इंटरसेक्ट करतो किंवा क्रॉस करून नेक्स्ट लोकेशनला मूव्ह होतो किंवा टिल्ड होतो. सो फॉर द रिप्रेझेंटेशन ऑफ द कर्व इट इज ऍक्च्युअली कॉल्ड एज अ डबल बॅक. मीन्स वी कॅन मूव्ह द कर्व ऍट ट्वाइस. जसं इथे डबल कर्वचं टिल्ड तो झालेला आहे तो, किंवा तो काय करतो क्रॉस काय करतो इट सेल्फ क्रॉस दॅट पर्टिक्युलर कर्व. सो वी कॅन सी दॅट वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ द कर्व by determining the intermediate point between the known sample point, which is achieved with the help of that interpolation technique. So we know about the polynomial curve that passes through that sample point with the help of x1, y1, x2 up to xn, yn, zn. So for this construction, we can use the another function here, which is fx of u, fy of u, and fz of u. So what is the equation for the fx of u is summation of I is equal to 1 to n xi bi of u. Next, fy of u is summation of I is equal to 1 to n yi bi u. Next, f of z of u is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n z of I, bi and u. Here the bi is the blending function for which the value of that parameter u, the blending function determines how much the ith sample point is affect the position of the curve. मीन्स तो कितीने टिल्ड होतोय किंवा बेंड होतोय तो कशाला बिलॉंग करतो ती कंडिशन तुमच्या ब्लेंडिंग फंक्शनला. सो बेसिकली ब्लेंडिंग फंक्शन्स डिटरमाइन हाऊ मच द ith सॅम्पल पॉइंट इज अफेक्ट द पोझिशन ऑफ दॅट कर्व. Basically, we can say that the each sample point which tries to pull the curve in the its direction means the bi function returns the value आणि ती व्हॅल्यू काय करते, तुमचा जो कर्व आहे कोणत्या डिरेक्शनला पुल होईल किंवा टिल्ड होईल याच्यासाठी काय करतो तो हेल्प करतो. म्हणजे त्या व्हॅल्यू नुसार तो किती बेंड होणार आहे किंवा किती टिल्ड होणार आहे हे कशावर डिपेंड असतं, टोटली तुमच्या ब्लेंडिंग फंक्शन वरती. दॅट मीन्स बेसिकली the bi function means the blending function give the strength to pull the curve. This is the basic use of the blending function here. If for some value of u, the bi of u is equal to 1 for the unique value of I, that is bi of u is equal to 0 for the value of I. Means the different value of u is considered here. Some other sample points may have complete control of the curve. In some cases, the curve will passes through the point as well. So the blending function gives the control of the curve to each of the sample points in turns for the different value of u. म्हणजे जितक्या जितक्या u व्हॅल्यू तुमच्या फाइंड आउट होणार आहे तेवढा तो कर्वला n नंबर ऑफ लोकेशनला काय करणार आहे पुल किंवा टिल्ट करायचं काय करेल ट्राय करेल which is totally depends on the value of that blending function which is related to the u parameter. So the blending function gives the control of the curve to the each sample point in turn for the different value of u. So we can assume that first sample point which is x1, y1 and z1 has a complete control when u is equal to -1. Next condition u is equal to 0 and third condition is the u is equal to 1. So we can represent that equation where u is equal to -1, then the blending function of u is equal to 1 and 0 for u is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 2. Next, if where u is equal to 0, then the bi 2. Here we can consider blending function 1. Here we can consider blending function 2 of u is equal to 1 and 0 for u is equal to -1, 1, 2 up to n minus 2 here. Again, if u is equal to 1, then the blending function n we can move of u is equal to 1 and 0 for u is equal to -1, 0, 2 up to next. Same way, if u is equal to n minus 2, then the blending function of bn of u is equal to 1 and 0 for u is equal to -1, 0 up to n minus 1 is here. So this is the equation we can vary depends on the value of u is here. So next is to get b1 of u is equal to 1 at u is equal to -1 and 0 for u is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 2. So we can calculate or we can give the generalized expression for b1 of u is equal to u in bracket u minus 1, u minus 2 up to u minus n minus 2 divided by -1 minus 2 up to 1 minus n, where denominator term is a constant used in general form of nth blending function, which is the one at u is equal to I minus 2 or 0 for another integer value. Okay, so 1 at u is equal to I minus 2 and 0 for the another integer parameter. So we can represent this equation for bi of u, means we can replace 1 by I. So u plus 1 into u minus 1, then u minus I minus 3, u minus 1 up to u minus I minus 2. We can replace n with the help of I divided by I minus 1, I minus 2, I minus 3 up to 1 into I minus n. This is your generalized equation of the blending function to represent the ith value. So the approximation of the curve using the expression which is called as a interpolation parameter. So we can express this equation with the help of b1 of u is equal to u into u minus 1 u minus 2 divided by minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. b2 of u is equal to u plus 1 u minus 1 u minus 2 divided by 1 into minus 1 into minus 2, and b3 of u is equal to u plus 1 u into u into u minus 2 divided by 2 into 1 into minus 1, and b4 of u is equal to, here we get u plus 1 u minus 1 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So this is the equation to represent the blending function for the fourth point. So basically the blending function that express for the curve which is passing through that sample point. So we can use that 4 sample point is here. So if the possible to get the intermediate point between the 2 points, ओके, म्हणजे आता सॅम्पल पॉइंट जर हे असतील तर याच्या इंटरमिजिएट पॉइंट मला काय करायचं, ऍज अ इंटरमिजिएट पॅरामीटर वी कॅन फाइंड टू कनेक्ट दॅट टू सॅम्पल पॉइंट्स by taking the value of u between the value of u which is related to the two sample point under the consideration. For example, we can find the intermediate point in between the second and third sample. ओके, सपोज माझा हा सेकंड पॉइंट आहे, हा थर्ड सॅम्पल पॉइंट आहे, फर्स्ट सेकंड अँड थर्ड. So we can find the intermediate point between the second and third sample point for which the value of u are be 0 and 1. So by taking the value of u between the 0 and 1, we can get the new approximation point. So here is the basic curve. This is your u is equal to minus 1, u is equal to 0, u is equal to 1, and u is equal to 2. So this is your known sample points. So by substituting the intermediate point can be obtained by repeating the same procedure n number of times to join the small straight line segment to generate the curve. जर तुम्ही जे अप्रॉक्सिमेशन पॉइंट असणार आहे इन बिटवीन द सॅम्पल पॉइंट, जर त्याच्यामधलं डिस्टन्स हे जास्त असेल तर तुमचा शार्प कर्व जनरेट होईल. ओके, स्मूथ कर्व जनरेट होईल का? नाही. सो वी कॅन फाइंड द स्मॉलेस्ट डिस्टन्स, म्हणजे जो पण गॅप बिटवीन द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट असणार आहे तो काय असला पाहिजे, स्मॉल असला पाहिजे, जेणेकरून व्हेनेवर वी कॅन कनेक्ट दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट्स विथ द हेल्प ऑफ लाईन सेगमेंट, तर तो तुमचा आफ्टर कम्प्लिटिंग ऑल दी सॅम्पल पॉइंट्स तो स्मूथली रिप्रेझेंट झाला पाहिजे. नाही तर कर्व कसा रिप्रेझेंट होईल असा. सो याला एजेस जनरेट होतील, तर हा स्मूथ कर्व डिस्प्ले होईल का? नाही. सो फॉर दॅट रिझन वी कॅन फाइंड द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट ऑन द गिवन सॅम्पल्स, तर तो काय असला पाहिजे, डिस्टन्स कमी असला पाहिजे. सो वी कॅन कनेक्ट दॅट विथ द हेल्प ऑफ लाईन सेगमेंट and the system generate the smooth curve here. So we can use the blending function, which expression for the curve which is passes through the sample point can be calculated with the help of x is equal to x1 b1 of u plus x2 b2 of u plus x3 b3 of u plus x4 b4 of u. So we can find that blending function value with the help of previous equation. That is, from here we can accept the value and put into the current equation. Same way we can find the yth value, y1 b1 of u plus y2 b2 of u plus y3 b3 of u plus y4 b4 of u. Here we can put the blending function value. Same way we can calculate z value, z1 b1 of u plus z2 b2 of u plus z3 b3 of u plus z4 b4 of u. This is the blending function we can use to calculate the particular parameter is here. So this is the point. This is your first point, second point, third and fourth point. Means you having the 4 sample point are considered and the intermediate point between the 2 and 3 points are obtained. Okay. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, ह्या दोन सॅम्पल पॉइंट मधले इंटरमिजिएट पॉइंट काय करायचे, फाइंड आउट करायचे. So the sample point at the one end is discarded and the sample point is another end is to be added to get the new point on the parameter. Okay. For example, that means we can consider पहिला सॅम्पल पॉइंट रिमूव्ह केला आणि नेक्स्ट वनला ऍड केला तर काय झालं 2 3 4 and 5. So we can consider the sample point between 3 4 approximation. So we can calculate the sample point is equal to u is equal to 1 by 3 and next u is equal to 2 by 3. This is your next sample point in between the two sample point. म्हणजे हे तुमचे अप्रॉक्सिमेटिंग पॉइंट झाले. नोन सॅम्पल पॉइंट मधले हे अननोन points which is calculated with the help of this blending function. This is the concept of interpolation technique to give the strength to pull the curve in the particular side or the particular parameter which is belong to the value of u.